It's good evening, everybody, to the students of the 21 LLM students, those who are going to submit the dissertation, perhaps in this or next week, next month, I believe, next month or other month. Okay, the same the citations which I made it there. Good evening to the legal fraternity. Welcome to my online class today to give the 21 PG students some guidelines to write the dissertation or thesis. What is the difference between a dissertation and thesis? Can anybody will tell me? Yes. Generally, LLM, we can say dissertation. For the PhD, we will say the thesis. This is the generally the
Between?
for the LLM that we say it is a dissertation. For the PhD, generally we will say it is a thesis. So that would be the difference.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, in my
Yes.
last class that I was there, the research questions, virgule hypothesis. I told you that hypothesis is a singular word and the plural word is, what is the plural for the hypothesis?
Hypothesis. The difference is on the words to be appeared at the last SIS, we replace by using ES.
Yes, the plural is ES and the singular is IS. That is the difference between these two. So now let us go the further hypothesis when you want to break it. See, the sequence is more important factor here. I don't know because I already posted you the style of the sequence. What sequence should be followed over there? I don't know whether you saw that. I posted in the email. I show you that because sequence is more important factor. What should come first? What should come later? And that would be the important factor to make it out. Okay, now let us show the sequence how it can be. 21, yes, we made it here I have shown. Yes, this is, you could see it now on the screen. What is that? It is a proposal, legal research proposal for the students of law. So I give that, I posted you in the email just now. And when you go to the sequence, this should be the sequence should be there. What is the sequence? Number one, introduction. Number two, background to the problem. Number three, statement of the problem. Number four, significance of the study. Number five, objective of the study, where we can break up. General objective. I did not put the S here. Please remember it. I did not put the S. General objective and the specific objective. And then the sequence is the literature review will come. Literature review after hypothesis has to come. Later research methodology, then next limitation of the study and scope of the study we can say, then the times, research progress and financial tables, afterwards chapterization, if there are bibliography, original selected bibliography, if there are any annexures or appendixes, if any, that would be the sequence you should have to follow it. Is it clear? The sequence which I made over there. It is there on the screen. In when you are watching also you could see the sequence. So what comes first? Read.
Literature review.
Later on the hypothesis. So that is the sequence that you have to follow it. Now let us come to the point. The study will base on the following research questions, and after the questions, semicolon should not come over there. It is a colon should come. This is the colon. So
Yes.
in the colon should have to come. Means two verticals. Two dots in verticals called colon. One dot and down comma is called semicolon. Is it clear?
No, I could not see where on the screen. Could you please expand it?
See, there is cursor. Cursor is there. No, did not see the cursor. Where is the cursor?
At the end of the questions.
Yeah, cursor could not you see the cursor? Yeah. After the question, semicolon
that's right.
should not come. This should come colon. What is meant by semicolon? Dot under comma is called semicolon. two vertical dot is called the colon. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Whenever you write the research questions or the hypothesis, you should use only small Roman and arrestor. This small Roman and arrestor here, I am showing the cursor. This is small Roman 1. This is called arrestor. So then the question comes whether the current legal and institutional framework governing the exploitation of the natural gas in Tanzania are stable. See, whenever you write, especially in the research questions or the hypothesis, either you keep the whether or don't keep the whether, you are not supposed to keep the question marks. The question mark generally
Yes.
people will keep it in the research question, but here in the hypothesis, generally try to avoid the question marks. What should become there? Semicolon. What should come there?
Yes, semicolon.
Semicolon. Then, whether the challenges facing the legal and institutional framework governing the exploitation of the natural gas in India can be cured. You put the here question marks again. And here you should come only full stop because only the two are there. But I told you already, what you said is here general objective is one, you made it, and there are three specific objectives are there. So when you make the general objective 1 and 3 specific objective, at least you have to make it 3 or 4 comes in the hypothesis. Let us presume it is 3 only we can make it out. But how could you write 2? Here you wrote only 2. So what you have to do
Good question.
is you have to break it to 3. How you can break it? See, whether the current legal and institutional framework governing the exploitation of you made a legal and institutional framework. Instead of making legal framework, you can make it out. Then the institutional framework, you can make it out. 2 you come. Then what are the remedies available for this legal and institutional framework governing? You can write in the third one. Of course, you made the legal and challenges also, but instead of making, you do like this, it will be quite good. See, semicolon you put. The third one is remedies available for the challenges are legal and both legal and no challenges for the challenges, comma legal framework for the institutional, or you can say for the framework, you make it out framework governing the exploitation of natural gas in Tanzania. Full stop. So you can make in this way also, so that it will be a 3, at least come the hypothesis or research findings, not research findings, research questions. So that's why we can make it out. Because when you say the general objective 1 and specific that variables are 3, it should be 4, but you can condense to the 3 also, we can run the show. So that is why anyway consult with your supervisor and make the things. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Good. See, here you have to write the and, because second, the last one is and. Because people will check even and whether you write the and or not. Because 1, 2, then and 3, that is the style of writing. So the sequence I've shown you, that sequence should be followed over there. Of course, you wrote the scope of the study, the space is more, you reduce the space. That's why there are 2 underline, two lines underlined under the scope was there when there is a more space is given. Okay. Now that you said the scope of the study will be Tanzania legal and institutional framework governing the exploitation. natural gas, that is the Law and Regulatory Authority. Very good. When you write the IE, this is initialism. After it, there should come I full stop, E full stop, comma, continuation. That is the style of writing. What is IE? Anyone? What is the IE? If you know it, you tell me. If you don't know it, you say pass on. Anyone can unmute and give me that answer. Anyone can unmute and give me the answer. If not, you can say pass on. I think there is a problem. Id este. ID id este. Here I am writing. That is the style of writing. That is the Latin terminal. Id. ID id space este. ESTE. If I not be mistaken. So that is the. Again, come to the significance of the study. Okay, you did well. Let us see that how you made it out.
So should I remove that one?
Yes. Repeat. Repeat. Okay, let me continue it because you could not repeat it. Significance of the study. Okay, you can write the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. It's well and good. But when you are writing the small Roman 1, Roman 2, at that instance, I told you, you are not supposed to keep the full stop. You have to give the semicolon. Number 1, of course, you write everything. Then at the last, we have to keep the semicolon. Number 2, okay, you write it again. You have to keep the not the full stop. It should be a semicolon. And number 3, if the 3 is last, then you should write the and. If the 4 is the last, then you can put the only, of course, the 4 is there. And I don't know why you wrote the 4. It is not necessary, actually. See, the 4th one is not necessary because.
Sorry, sir. You are too fast.
What is the problem you have?
You left me aside on number 3.
Number 3.
Yes, significance number 3.
Yes, number 3. Yes, I am showing why I am showing number 3. I am not reading number 3, and you are shown number 4. What I want to say is the study will be used partial fulfillment. This is not necessary because you already put it there on the cover page. You put it.
So I should remove number 4.
You put it on the cover page. Hence, we eliminate the 4th one.
Okay.
And this the 3rd one is enough. Then you have to put the full stop. And the space is here. You keep the space. This much is enough for the significance of the study. Yes, significance are the only 3 that you made it out. It's well and good in the point wise, Roman, and the research methodology. I told you the sequence should be followed. What I told the sequence, that sequence should be followed. Okay, you have taken this model from the blog. Muzumbe University student is there, Kimaro. From there you have tapped this model, research methodology, sampling design. Everyone is there having the same side headings. Everyone is having the same data collection, because I told you now that you tapped this from the blog, a blog of this. His name is, I don't know what his name, but the Kimaro, Muzumbe University. From there you brought it, legal research. Everyone is made the copy from there only. I said, everyone is a new scholar. From there only you tapped all those things. And this is the research depository, Muzumbe University, and from the Kimaro was there, student, and he followed the blog. From that blog only everybody copied, Isaac Kimaro. From this blog everyone is copied from there. Anyway, doesn't matter because the format is the same, but for each work, a different style can be adapted over there. That's what I want to say. Not the same thing would be applicable. Because of the nature of your topic, it will vary. Of course, we will say primary data, secondary data. See, when you wrote it here, I will make that mistake. What the mistake that you have committed? Of course, here there is no mistake at all. For the other thing, sampling design, well and good, nicely that you made it, but the spacing should be here because the blue dots have blue lines have come, and hence you remove the space. Then later you have to go to the next side heading, data collection, well and good. And primary, here also the space is made more, and here also space is made more, and I removed the space. Please note the point again here. See 1.7.2, okay, data collection. Suppose if you do 1.7.21, after that 4 character, there should not be the 5th character. I repeat, after the 4th character here, means 1.7.21.
After first,
There should not be the 5th character. You should not use the 5th character. Means another number for that one. If you want to break it out, you can use the small a, small b, small c, or Roman small 1, small 2, small c. You can make it out. But in any case, I will show you because let me open it. In any case, you are not supposed to make the 5th character. For instance, see, here I am writing example 1.7.2.1. Okay, I will magnify it. Okay, this much you can write it. This much you can write it. But again, you are not supposed to write this character 1. No. There will not be 5 characters you use, means digits. This 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 4 only you have to do it. Suppose if you want to make any division of it, think that you can use a small a, small a and arrestor. Yes. And if you want to use small b and arrestor. But you are not supposed to do like this. No, it is wrong. It is a rule. It is wrong. No 5. If anybody did 5, means that fellow doesn't know the writing of the style. Is it clear?
yes, sir, it's clear.
Yes, only 4 digits. Yes, up to that extent you are did well, but not the 5th character should come. 1, 2, 3, 4 only. I am eliminating the period. Okay. Now, what mistake that you have committed? Can you tell me in this one? Anyone? What mistake it is committed over there? Anyone?
Oh, the data, it should be the capital
Online
letter
class
for the study date.
I am on the online class. So it is
Do you
that
hear
D
me?
should
I
be
said,
capital letter.
yes,
The D should be
yes,
D should
capital
be
letter. Capital letter.
capital letter. Say
Capital letter.
yes. So that is the mistake that you have committed it. Okay, other interviews
D
method,
should
same things. Interview
capital letter.
method, questionnaire method, random sample method, and this method, document review. Here also committed the mistake. R should be capital letter. I'm not saying. Okay. So this is the okay. This should be 1.7.2.4 documentary review. It's okay. And here the spacing is more because that's why we can see the 2 underline blue underlines. Then we can remove it. It's okay. There is no problem at all. And here also no problem. And here you have committed a mistake. What is the mistake? What is the mistake? What is the mistake? It should be capital letter. It should be capital letter. That is a mistake you have committed. So 1.7.2.16 is okay, no problem. And of course, I am not reading the inner side what you wrote it because it is the you and your supervisor will make it out. For that, I want to say only the pro forma and the things are done. Yes, why did you write here literature review and knowledge gap, which is study intent to fill? Don't write all those things. Did you get my point? Did you get my point?
Yes.
Say yes. Say yes. Don't write any extra thing. Only
Yes.
literature review. Enough. Okay. Of course, this study seeks to analyze the challenges and so and so that you can make it. But the style of writing, who told you to write the like this? I don't think, because I did not see the bold letters this one. But I think the style adapted here is might be. So you don't make it the bold. Of course, you consult what the South says. But here should not come over there. And here only this much is enough. If you want to say Meloki, because here you have to give the citation. Here you have to give the citation and write the full in the footnote. Who is a Meloki and what is his initial and what are the book he wrote it and how he should have to make it out. That way that you have to make it out. And I will show you that how you have to write for a single author, for the double author, the bibliography. I will show you now. Writing the style of bibliography. Read. Of course, not bibliography, footnote I am speaking. Of course, the same thing will become. See, Satyanarayana Pulluru, he wrote a book. Satyanarayana, comma, P, full stop, comma, then law and the status of the person with the disability, colon, and this is italics because title of the book should be in italics, international and Tanzanian perspective, full stop. Then it is the place of publication, Dar es Salaam, and the name of the publisher, Matokia Publisher, and the year of publication, 2014. And these three will be called as, there is a specific name is there. The name of the publisher, sorry, the place of publication, the name of the publisher, or the year of the publication. So I also forgotten, but there is a specific name is there for all the three is called. So what come first? Author. Then author, surname should come first. Then comma. Then the forename will be put it in the initial. Then a book name should have to appear. The book name, it should be in italics. And always title of the book ends with the full stop. Then place of publication,
The place.
name of the publisher, year of the publication. Suppose if there are particular pages are there, P, small letter, full stop, and the number in which page that you want to make it in Arabic numerals, you have to write it. Suppose there are 22 to 28 pages are there, then small p, full stop, 22, hyphen, and 30, and full stop. So that is the way that you have to write it in the footnote. And I told you already that every footnote ends with
Should end with full stop.
period, full stop, dot. Okay, that is the one. If the two authors are there, because I don't know whether you saw my book or not, Hussain, comma, M full stop, S full stop, comma, and Maggie, comma, M full stop, A full stop, A, because his name is Mudhir Atuman. So Mudhir Atuman Mage, we wrote the book, and the title of the book is General Principle of Law of Contract in Tanzania. The title of the book, title of the newspaper, title of the journal, always in italics and always ends with the full stop. Repeat, title of the journal, title of the book,
Title of the
newspaper, always it should be in italics and end with the full stop. Repeat.
title of the book, title of the author, title of the article, magazine,
Not article.
newspaper should end
Not
with,
article.
yes.
Title of the journal. Title of the journal.
Title of the journal should be end with title of the journal.
Italics and end with the full stop.
Should be in italic and end with full stop.
I will tell you the principle. Title of the book, title of the journal, title of the newspaper, year, end with the full stop. So here it should be in italics and This is the place of publication, Dar es Salaam. Name of the publisher, La Africa Publishing, within parenthesis T Limited, comma, year of publication, 2013, full stop. If there particular pages are there, one page is there, small p dot and page number. If there many pages are there, pp dot 38 or 28 to 45. So that is the style of writing. So here also I have given the same thing of the James R.W. and Fimbo G.M. Customary Land Law of Tanzania, full stop, Nairobi, comma, East African Literature Bureau, comma, 1970. So this is the style of writing the footnote. That depends upon the number of author. Suppose 3 authors are there, you can write the first author, second author, and the third author only surnames, not the 4 names. If the more than 3 author is there, you write the first author name, surname, and others, or et al, et al. That is another style of writing, depending upon the reference style that you are using over there. So that is the way of the citation. Of course, here if there is a third edition is there, please note the point. If the edition is there, the edition comes only after the title of the book. If that no edition is there, that means it is a first edition. And if the edition is there, the style of edition, you check it. The style of edition, the 3 should be Arabic numeral and RD space E capital D and full stop. Never write this way. Which way? I will show you now. If you write this way, I'm showing. If you write in this way, people think that you came from mental asylum. Where from? If you write in this style, first edition, the people think that you came from the mental asylum. You are not the right way. No edition means first edition. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
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 So the style of writing the edition, which I have shown you, see, that is a third 3 Arabic numeral number RD space E capital D full stop. Then the place of publication and the name of the publisher and the year of publication. If the edition comes only after this is one style. Of course, this style name is there, but it is a mixed style of Harvard and Turabian style. Sometimes we took it, but the standard way of writing, both in Asia and India, we will adapt this style of writing. So that is the way you have to write it your work. Is it clear? Why I am given here? Here you have to give the citation. After citation only comma should come, not comma citation. Is it clear? Or the comma come first, the citation comes, full stop, the citation come later. Which one is the best way? First comma, next citation. First comma, next citation number. Is it clear? First
No.
author, next comma, next citation number, reference number. That is the style of write. Is it clear?
Sorry. So after, no, not.
See, I will show you here. The style of writing. Suppose, say Hussain. You need not to write MS and so everything. Suppose think that you wrote a book, Hussain, then you have to make the citation. How do you make the citation? Go to the reference, then you will make it out and then insert. See, this is the way you have to make it out. Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
First, the surname, not the forename. Not the forename. Which is the forename here? Which is the forename? Which is the forename?
Hussein. Hussein.
Surname is Hussain. Forename is Muhammad.
Yes.
Forename is Muhammad. Middle name is Saheb. I told you surname could be used, then comma, then the footnote will come. That is the style of writing. So now Melioki, comma, then you have to write the footnote here. So here, when you write the footnote, in his book, I should not be capital letter because it's a continuation. So anyway, that is the style we have to adapt it, but I don't know, because I told you now what he has not covered that you are going to cover, that you have to show in the literature review. Okay, citation that you have to make it out. I don't know how is the citation you made it. What is this 4? What is parenthesis 1? What is 180? What is 190? The governance of the petroleum sector in the Tanzania institutional arrangement in the role of the national company, extract industry and society. Is it a book? Is it a journal? Is it a report? Is it a conference paper? Is it a dissertation? Is it a thesis? I don't know. You know it's better. Don't write all those things. Here, don't write all these things. Only you write up to here, and this much is enough. Then put the citation. Because in the footnote that you are giving the full details of it, and the footnote that you are giving the full details of it, only this much is enough. And here also, don't make all those things, only this much is enough. Because in the footnote that you are giving everything, the full details of it. Because you put the citation here, number, then it is in the footnote, it automatically goes. Let me see whether what you wrote here. The partisans and the buffin, however, the existing institutional framework faces some challenges in terms of the management, operation, financial performance. Consequently, there is a need for more dedicated and focused institutional framework which is fully equipped with the financial and human resources. Eventually, this don't point out that the challenges it is. Eventually, this and they did not point out the challenges, and the study step in the point out challenges which were not addressed, was not addressed. Especially the grammatical mistakes. I did not check the grammatical mistakes here, which was not addressed by the Federation in his study. Very good. Anyway, you made the justification here, the way that you should supposed to write it. So yes, here also I told you the same thing. You remove all those things and you put only this thing, because everything goes in the footnote with the citation. This is the style of writing. Okay, you do the same thing. I don't do the for each and everything, because I have shown you the principle. I have shown you the principle that you have to follow it. And the politics here, you give the politics, gas contract, negotiation, Tanzania, review, available. What is available? What? Where is available? Where is available? Tell me. Where is available? The full citation should be come over there. The full citation. URL. The URL should be written here. The URL. Then
internet source.
Then you write the within parentheses accessed on, say, 17th May 2022. Arrester. Every footnote ends with a full stop. This is the style of writing. Every footnote ends with the full stop. This is the style of writing. So that is the way that you have to write it. Okay. Buff, because follow the same thing which I already told you. So next 1.9 research timeline, cost analysis, and this should come here. Okay, the research timeline. Okay, it's okay. Why the spacing is more here? The spacing is not more there. Okay, research timeline. It's okay. Again, the footnote. You should be very much cautious enough. See the style. This is not the style of writing. Accessed 06 FEBR. FEBR. Could you write like that? FEBR. FEB. Full stop. Why hyphen here? Hyphen should not be there. Then what is the style you have to adapt it? Uniformity should be there. 6th February, FEB, 2018. And why the square bracket? It is a parenthesis always. Never use the square bracket or circular bracket or flower bracket or angle bracket. For this one only parenthesis. That means circular bracket. That is a starter, this is a arrestor. Then every footnote ends with the full stop. So it should be end with the full stop. That is the style of writing. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Uniformity should be maintained. Uniformity should be maintained. That is the very important factor. Okay, preparation, finalization. Because we are using the American spelling, no. We are using the British spelling. Hence, the Z should be turned into the S. Yes, it's December, okay. Time, title, and of course, you know it better for this one. Research cost analysis. The spacing is more. You remove the spacing. Okay, this way also good. See, when you dress in a neatness, is it not? A neat way. But when you are writing also, you should write in a neat way. How is the neat way? What is the neat way? I will tell you that. What number it is? What number it is? Serial number. Where is serial number SL?
Which one?
What number it is? Only you put the number. What number it is? Serial number. SL number. Why you put the here O capital letter? Oh, why you kept that? Because this is a shortening. It is a shortening in the abbreviation. S capital letter, small letter L, full stop, then NO. But the more space is there, then you can, if you have the computer knowledge, you can drag it to here. Why only here? The total thing you can drag it. So that it will come. Yes. So when you write here, serial number, this always is should be in center. Items, it should be in center. Cost, it should be in center. Sir, what about this one? Oh, no. This should not be in center. This is as it is. Stationary. Spelling, stationary spelling. What is the stationary spelling? Pen, pencil, rubber, scale, paper, bundles. What is the spelling?
What?
Spelling stationary. Stationary spelling wrong you wrote here. Not A, it is E. Stationary. So this is the way that you have to adapt it. Miscellaneous, meals, accommodation. Okay, anyway, total etal. Okay, that you can make it out. And bibliography books. When you are writing the books, the style, I told you the which style that you are going to apply it. The style of writing. Reference styling. Style of writing, the style of thesis, writing, and reports. How do you write it? I will show you the way one should have to write the style of writing the bibliography. See, I am showing here. Journals, you know the style yesterday I told you, journal style. Author name first, surname, next the forename, it should be in initials, and you keep only one quotation, not the double quotation, double inverted comma, only one quotation, and this is the title of the article. I said title of the article, I did not say the title of the journal. I said title of the article this is, and should be in inverted comma, and means number one single quotation. Then child development. What is this child development? What is this child development? Sir Kasava sir. What is this child development? Please tell me. If you don't know, you say pass on. Say pass on. Anyone? Participants, can you tell me what is child development? I said the first one is the author. The second one is the title of the article. Then what is the third one? The child development. Anyone? Why you are so sad?
Name of the publisher.
G, tell me.
Name of the publisher.
Name of the
Publisher.
condition.
Publisher.
Name of the journal. Name of the
Journal.
journal. It should be
In italic. Followed with full stop.
Very good, very good. And volume, it is a shortening form. V should be capital letter, other letter should be small letter, ends with the period. Then the Arabic numeral 76. Then followed with the comma. Number, it is a shortening. N should be capital letter and O should be small letter, ends with the period. Then the 3, then comma. Always the year ends with the what? Year ends with full stop.
Full stop.
So what ends with the full stop? Title of the journal, title of the book, year, ed, edition, and every footnote ends with the full stop. That is the equation. Don't forget the equation. So this is the way journal should be written in this fashion. Okay, now thesis or dissertation. Dissertation, virgule thesis. How it should be written. Asim is the surname. UA is the forename. Full stop, comma, continuation. In the best interest of the children, deprived of your family environment. It is the title of the thesis or dissertation. Why you are so? I already told you. No, we are dealing the thesis. We are dealing the
thesis. Yes.
Thesis. When I say
thesis.
title of the keeping quiet. I
thesis.
Dissertation. Did I keep it in italics? No. Dissertation, thesis, it should not be in italics. It should be as usual. So how I wrote, in the best interest of the children, deprived of the family and environment, it is the first part of the title. The second part of the title always starts with the colon, a focus on Islamic kafala as an alternative care opinion, and this title of the thesis ends with the full stop. Then LLM, that is the style of writing, legal magister, LL full stop, M full stop. It is a dissertation. Never write thesis because LLM is a dissertation. And preferably, to my extent, better you write the place of the University of Pretoria. Of course, when you say University of Pretoria, it is in Pretoria itself. But better you write the Pretoria, University of Pretoria. Okay, sometimes because it's already obvious factor over there. University of Pretoria, then comma, every year ends with the full stop, 2009. And here I did not mention page number and so number because it is in bibliography. It is in bibliography. In bibliography, you don't mention the page numbers. Only in the footnote we will mention the page number. And Mashamba, Clement James Mashamba, and enforcing the social justice in Tanzania, the case of economic and social justice is LLM, full stop, thesis. No, it is not a thesis, it is a dissertation. It is a dissertation, Open University of Tanzania, 2007. I already told you one day, he is my PhD student. Clement J. Mashamba, he did PhD from the Open University of Tanzania. I am his supervisor. So, this is the style of writing the thesis or dissertation in that manner. If it is a PhD, you write the thesis. If it is the LLM, you write the dissertation. If it is the LLD, you write the thesis. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
That is the style of writing. LLD equivalent to PhD. LLD is
Yes.
equivalent to PhD. Hence, we have to write the thesis. That is the style of writing. So now, reports. How you write the reports? The surname, Kanyama A, full stop, comma, Linden A. There are three authors, full stop, and Lupala J, full stop, comma. Because initially always ends with the full stop and the continuation with the comma. So report on the public transport in Dar es Salaam, institutional challenges and opportunities for the sustainable transport system, and December 2004. Of course, the report published by ministry or any other you can mention here if you want. It should be mentioned here. Suppose if this report is prepared by the Ministry of External Affairs or any other body or sponsoring one, you can mention the name, then you can mention the December, then the last we can mention the year. That is the style of writing. Come to the newspaper.
Yes.
In the newspaper, we are always write the title of the newspaper always in italics and ends with the full stop. And the date you have to can mention it. 20th January 2011, no full stop. But you need not to mention here the page number because page number comes only in the footnote. And the citizen italics, the full stop, 30th January. I made the abbreviation here. That is shortening JAN, J capital letter, AN small letter, and full stop 2011. I did not put the full stop here. Did I put the full stop here?
No.
No, you should not give the full stop. Generally, we try to avoid it. It is a general procedure. But here we can put the full stop because every year ends with the full stop. Sir, why not we should do full stop here, sir? Tell me. Why not here full stop? Because it is also here. Justification. Okay, you can put the full stop also because a general rule is there. Every year ends with the full stop. Every year ends with the full stop. Yes,
Full
general
stop.
rule is there. Yes, because wherever the title comes over there, it ends with the full stop. Either title, journal title, book title, newspaper title, or even the year always ends with the full stop. That is the fundamental rule. You keep the full stop because that the rule is there. It is cited in the footnote, then all footnotes ends with the full stop. All footnotes end with the full stop. I mean, after year period will follows. What is period? Full stop will follow. Next, website or bibliography.
Yes.
Website or bibliography. Either you can write website or internal source. Internet sources also some people write, and the electronic sources also some people write, and website also some people write, and bibliography is a new word because of pandemic. We will write bibliography.
When I started writing essays, I had no clue how to format bibliographies and citations. I'd never heard of citation styles or style manuals. So what I did is just find a journal article or an essay or a book and copied the citation style from that source. Eventually, I noticed that there were different citation styles, but I still had no clue why one was used instead of another. In this video, I want to give you a survey of the different citation styles that you might encounter in academic writing, and some tips on what styles to use and what style manuals you should have on your bookshelf. Let's start with the MLA style. MLA stands for Modern Language Association. It's actually a pretty recent citation format. The MLA style manual is only in its third edition as of this recording, with the first edition in 1985. This is the most commonly used style for academics working in the humanities, like English literature, literary criticism, media and cultural studies, and a hodgepodge of other arts disciplines. In the examples I used in the plagiarism videos, I was using APA style for the most part. MLA style is a lot like the APA style in that it uses in-text citations, but an important difference is that MLA uses the author page number system rather than the author date system. In this example, the quote is from a book by William Wordsworth, and the citation is Wordsworth 263, where 263 is the page number from that source. Here's what the source reference would look like in the bibliography, which in MLA style is titled Works Cited. Every bibliography style requires similar information: author, title, publication date, where it was published, and so on. But the specific formatting will be different in each style. Here, for example, the date of publication comes at the end, but in the APA style, as we'll see, the date comes right after the author's name. APA stands for American Psychological Association. The first APA style manual came out in 1927 and was designed to serve the writing needs of psychologists and anthropologists. But the APA style is now widely used across the social sciences, and there are branches of the humanities that use this style as well. If you were to write the Wordsworth citation in APA style, it would look like this. APA style uses the author and the date of publication rather than the author and page number, though page number references are often included as well, like here. APA uses more commas to separate the elements of the citation than the MLA style does, and it uses that P. preface to indicate page numbers, where MLA doesn't require this. A student once asked me why APA uses the author date system and MLA uses the author page number system. I hadn't a clue, so I went and researched it. The basic idea, as far as I can tell, is that there is a presumption about what kinds of information are most important for someone writing in the humanities versus someone writing in the social sciences. In the social sciences, more often you're citing the conclusions of the most current sources that bear on your work. So the date of publication is emphasized, and details of where in the source the quote is located less so. In the humanities, on the other hand, it's assumed that your work is engaging with the ideas of other writers that appear at specific places in their works. So the precise location of the ideas within a given work is emphasized more than the date of publication of the work. All right, moving on. Here's what the bibliography entry would look like in an APA formatted paper. Here you would title the bibliography References rather than Works Cited. And notice that you only give the initial for the first name of the author, and the date follows in brackets. Okay, next on our list is the Cse style, which can be quite different from the MLA and APA styles. Cse stands for Council of Scientific Editors, and this citation style is commonly found in the natural sciences. Originally, the editors were mostly biologists, and the format was focused on life sciences like microbiology and zoology and plant sciences and so on. But now it's used across a wide array of physical and biological sciences. Cse format actually supports two quite different citation styles. The first is just a variant of the author date system that we've seen before. Here's an example. There's nothing too unusual here. The second is the citation sequence system, and this is different. Here, the citation is labeled with a superscripted number. It looks like a footnote reference. And each new citation is numbered sequentially. So the next would be 2, followed by 3, and so on. Sometimes the number won't be superscripted. It'll be just at regular size placed in brackets at the location of the citation. Obviously, with a system like this, the bibliography has to reflect the citation sequence. So each bibliographic entry is labeled by the corresponding citation number. But if you refer to the same reference more than once, you use the same number. Here's an example. The citations are superscripted. The first sentence cites references 1 and 4. The second sentence cites reference 4 again. A bibliography might look like this. Each reference is numbered, so the numbers 1 and 4 in the document would refer to references 1 and 4 in this reference list. This list also illustrates the Cse citation format for bibliographic entries, which is quite different from, say, the APA format. Just to note a few of these differences, here you only give initials for the first names of the authors, you don't put spaces between them, you don't capitalize the names of journal articles or put them in quotes, you just capitalize the first letter of the title. And you also abbreviate the journal titles. This is the sort of thing you just have to consult a style manual to figure out. Or, as most people do, just use a representative journal article or essay as a model when formatting your own essay. Okay, our last citation style we'll look at is the Chicago style, sometimes called CMS or CMOS, after the initials of the Chicago Manual of Style. It's named after Chicago since it's been published by the University of Chicago Press since the first edition came out way back in 1906. The Chicago Manual of Style is a beast, almost 1,000 pages long. It's not just a style manual for essays. It also has sections on editorial practice and English grammar and usage, and it covers style and format issues for all kinds of publications, including books for non-academic audiences. The Chicago Style Manual is also used for some social science and humanities journals, so you might see this used in places where you'd otherwise see MLA or APA style used. Luckily, for students who need help writing research papers, there's an excellent and much shorter style guide, written originally by Kate Turabian in 1937, that basically compiles all the relevant style rules that students would need to know. The book is called A Manual for Writers of Research Papers, Theses, and Dissertations, and it's been periodically revised over the years by various teams. This is sometimes called Turabian style, but it's really just the Chicago style edited and compiled for undergraduate and graduate students. What's distinctive about the Chicago style is that it supports two different reference styles and supports the mixing of those styles in the same publication. When most writers hear the term Chicago style, they think of a sequential numbering, notes-based citation system, like the one illustrated here. The citations are numbered, and then the source information is given either in a footnote at the bottom of the page or an endnote at the end of the document. With this system, you can avoid having a separate bibliography section altogether. One of the advantages of a system like this is that the page isn't cluttered with citation information, and it can make for a more pleasant reading experience. Now, although this is in some respects the stereotypical Chicago-style system, the Chicago-style manual also supports inline citation styles like the MLA and APA styles, so it gets complicated explaining what makes the citation style distinct. For example, here's a citation system that the Chicago style also supports. On top, you've got a paragraph with some standard in-text citations. You've also got a reference to a footnote, footnote number 6. At the bottom of the page is footnote number 6, and in it you've got some commentary. These are sometimes called discursive notes to distinguish them from footnotes that just contain source information. And in the commentary, there's another in-text citation. And all of this is supported by the Chicago Manual of Style. So you can see that it encourages flexibility and mixing of citation styles, which can come in handy for different purposes. Okay, that about wraps up this introduction to citation styles. Here's the summary table. What I would recommend for any student is to pick up a copy of a good style guide suitable to your discipline, because it'll make life easier for you in the end. Just Google any of these style names and you'll get lots of online resources. And if you go to Amazon, just search for these names and you'll get the style manuals themselves, as well as a bunch of third-party style guides that are basically like dummies guides to a particular citation style, which can also be very helpful.